Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the historic Naval Station, Florida, home of the United States Fourth Fleet and the commissioning of USS St. Louis, LCS-19. I am Commander Eric Turner, the ship's executive officer. It is my privilege to be your master of ceremonies today. This is the Navy's first virtual commissioning ceremony, and we welcome our friends and family as they participate in today's event from the safety of their homes. We are here today to commission the 7th United States Navy ship to bear the name of America's gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. The first St. Louis, a sloop of war, was commissioned on December 20th, 1828. She served in the Pacific, Caribbean, and Mediterranean. In 1855, she sailed along the coast of Western Africa to help suppress the slave trade. Upon the outbreak of the Civil War, she aided in the reinforcement of Fort Pickens and then joined the massive blockade of southern ports. She continued her service until being decommissioned in 1865. The second St. Louis was an ironclad gunboat commissioned in October 1861. She served valiantly in the Civil War until she was sunk by a mine in July of 1863. The third St. Louis was a troop transport commissioned in 1898, which later became USS Louisville and was decommissioned in 1919. The fourth St. Louis, CA-20, was the lead ship in her class of protected cruisers. She was commissioned on August 18, 1906. In April 1917, she was assigned escort duty for ships transiting from New York to England. She was decommissioned on March 3, 1922. The fifth St. Louis, CL-49, was a Brooklyn-class cruiser commissioned in 1939. She was ordered to the Pacific and reported to Pearl Harbor in September of 1941. On December 7, 1941, St. Louis was moored at the time of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. At 07:56, Japanese planes were sighted by sailors on board St. Louis. Within minutes, the ship was at general quarters and her anti-aircraft guns were firing on the attackers. By 08:06, preparations for getting underway had begun. At approximately 08:20, one of the gun crews shot down its first Japanese plane. At 09:31, St. Louis moved away from the pier and headed for the open sea. As the cruiser moved into the channel entrance, she became the target of a midget submarine. The Japanese torpedoes, however, exploded, striking a shoal less than 200 yards from the ship. St. Louis continued out to sea, where she joined USS Detroit and USS Phoenix. For her success during the attack on Pearl Harbor, she was given the nickname Lucky Lou. She served throughout World War II, earning 11 battle stars. She was decommissioned on June 20th, 1946. The 6th St. Louis, LKA-116, was a Charleston-class amphibious cargo ship, commissioned on November 22nd, 1969, and home ported in Long Beach, California. She was assigned off the coast of Vietnam for most of 1970 and the early part of 1971. She shuttled troops and cargo between Vietnam and Okinawa. After the war, she continued service throughout the Pacific and in the Arabian Gulf. She was decommissioned in 1992. This crew is proud to serve on the newest warship in the United States Navy, to bear the name St. Louis and to carry on the legacy of those that have gone before us. Our ceremony today is a time-honored tradition which began with the commission of our first warship a captured British schooner in 1775. Since then, thousands of ships have undergone transformation from silent hulls to fully alive warships. Our commissioning crew, hereafter known as plank owners, are in formation among you and ready to bring our ship alive. In just a few moments, we will render honors to Admiral Craig S. Fowler. Please rise and remain standing for the arrival of our official party, honors, the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the invocation. Ladies and gentlemen, our platform guest, Lieutenant Matthew Spurlock, Chaplain Corps, United States Navy, Command Chaplain, Littoral Combat Ships, Squadron 2. Captain David Miller, United States Navy, Commander, Littoral Combat Ship, Squadron 2. Rear Admiral Casey Moten, United States Navy, Program Executive Officer, Unmanned and Small Combatants. The Honorable Charles Williams, Assistant Secretary of the Navy, Energy, Installations, and Environment. Ladies and gentlemen, our ship sponsor, Barbara Broadhurst Taylor, escorted today by Senior Chief Brandon Ellison, United States Navy, St. Louis's Command Senior Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, Admiral Craig S. Fowler, Commander, United States Southern Command, escorted today by Commander Kevin Hagan, United States Navy, St. Louis's prospective commanding officer. Ladies and gentlemen, honors to the Commander, United States Southern Command. Platform, hand salute. Platform, ready, two. Advance the colors. Platform, hand salute. Retire the colors. Platform, ready, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Chaplain Spurlock will now deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gracious love that has been demonstrated by your Son and present for us by your Holy Spirit. As we begin this ceremony, we do so apart from one another, separated from the people who wish to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. Yet, we persevere. For that, we thank you. Through trial and adversity, the command and crew have arrived at this commissioning. We praise you for the divine protection you provided as they sailed safely home. The labors of those who have built this ship and those who have supported all of those who sail her have not gone unnoticed. We are thankful for their efforts and pray for your provision that it would endure. And though we long for the day when we will celebrate with the people of St. Louis, the loved ones and family members of this command and crew, I pray their hearts will be knitted with ours as we continue this time-honored tradition. As we begin this commissioning ceremony, please send your abundant blessing upon all those here today and watching from afar. May everything that is said and done bring honor and glory to you. Oh Lord, I pray all these things in the name that is above every name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Spurlock. We would like to thank our own St. Louis Color Guard and the Jaguars of Helicopter Marine Strikes Squadron 60 for their support this morning. Please be seated. Ship's company, parade, rest. Ladies and gentlemen, Rear Admiral Casey Moten.
Good morning. It is great to be here in Mayport as we mark the start of commissioned service for this incredible warship and her crew. I'd like to extend to Admiral Fowler, thank you, Secretary Williams, Admiral Gabrielson, Mrs. Taylor, and Mr. Taylor. Thank you for being here to help commission USS St. Louis, LCS 19. And welcome to all of you, our family, friends, and supporters who are joining us via live stream for this momentous occasion. Pulling together any ceremony is no small feat under the best circumstances. Given all the challenges we're facing today, the effort for this one has been heroic. I'd like to specifically thank the USS St. Louis Commissioning Committee, the staff of LCS Ron 2, Commander Hagan and the crew of LCS 19, Naval Station Mayport, our NAVSEA Ship Ceremonies team, and all of the other supporting commands and offices whose hard work and commitment made this event today possible. It is a vivid demonstration of the resiliency embedded in our government and industry teams to fulfill the mission, even when confronted by a global pandemic. Next, I would like to pay tribute to the men and women of our nation who built this powerful ship. I am proud to represent them here today. Warship construction is one of the most complex industrial endeavors. USS St. Louis is constructed from 847,000 feet of cabling, 102,000 square feet of insulation, 16,000 feet of piping, 1,120 metric tons of steel, 248 power panels, and 4 powerful water jets. These components and raw materials come from hundreds of large and small companies from all across America. The parts and systems arrive separately at the shipyard to be forged into this warship by the shipbuilders of Lockheed Martin and Fincantieri Marinette Marine in partnership with our Navy Supervisor of Shipbuilding team. From the welders to the pipe fitters to the electrical technicians, these shipbuilders and our suppliers represent the might of American industrial capability. What makes the U.S. Navy ship commissioning so special, though, is that on this day in the great state of Florida, this industrial marvel built by workers across the nation, this United States warship honoring one of our greatest cities, St. Louis, is brought to life by the best sailors in the world. Like the ship itself, the crew of LCS-19 comes from dozens of towns and cities across the nation. Through teamwork, focused training, and dedication, they emerge as a united ship's crew ready to defend our nation's freedom. Both the crew of USS St. Louis and the industrial team that designed and built her will always share an unbreakable bond. They are plank holders in an exciting story that has yet to be written. On behalf of these shipbuilders, we are all proud of the littoral combat ship USS St. Louis, and we are even prouder of her crew as they take their place in the fleet and to begin to fulfill the critical mission tasked to them, defending our citizens and our nation, true to their ship's motto, a gateway to freedom. Thank you all for bearing witness to this United States Navy ship commissioning, and God bless the USS St. Louis, her crew, and their families. Thank you.
Thank you, Rear Admiral Moten. Ladies and gentlemen, Admiral Craig S. Fowler.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Commissioning. And I know that this crew, this team is ready. And say in Spanish, estamos listos. You are ready. A special welcome to the ship sponsor, Ms. Barbara Taylor. A ship sponsor is so important to the life of a ship. It provides that divine protection. And I know, hearing from the captain and the crew, how active you've been and how much you've connected the city of St. Louis, where I know many would like to be here today in Mayport, this ship. So thank you very, very much. Secretary Williams, it's good to see you again, sir, and honored to be on the stage with you today, and Rear Admiral Moten the same. But I especially want to address the crew and your families. And I'll start with your families. They're serving too. And building a ship's tough. Serving in the Navy and serving our nation is rewarding, but it's a sacrifice, and our families serve too. So I want each of you to take on a mission today and go home and thank your families for their support, their sacrifices. Oftentimes in a commissioning, the families can be here with us, but today they're watching and they're supporting, but they made this happen too. So thank you, families, on behalf of the Navy and a grateful nation. Special thanks to this area, the city of Jacksonville, city of Mayport. This is an immensely military-friendly area. I've got connection here, having served as an executive officer here, with special memories of the friendships and the way the community outreaches to you. So I know that this ship will find a welcome home here, and it's also home of the 4th Fleet. We have our 4th Fleet, United States Naval Forces South component, Admiral Don Gabrielson with us. Don builds partnerships and counters the threats in this hemisphere, our neighborhood, and it's so important that, like this ship's motto says, we keep this hemisphere a beacon of freedom. We keep that gateway open. I want to thank the city of St. Louis, Mr. Taylor and Ms. Taylor, thanks for representing a great American city that has a long and rich connection to the military beyond this ship, but certainly this ship strengthens and solidifies that bond, and we are grateful to the mayor and everyone else that was part of this, that brought this to life. So thank you so much. Thanks to the shipbuilders. Casey, you did it well, but it's important, the designers, the ship fitters, the soup ships, and of course the taxpayers who bring this all together. It's our ship, our nation's ship, the United States ship, and we always have to remember that. But back to the crew of St. Louis. Lucky Lou, Freedom's Gateway. 11 battle stars the Lucky Lou had in World War II. They say it was lucky, but I say it was a good crew that made that luck. And I have all the confidence that you are that excellent crew today. You are ready. You're diverse, you're energetic, you're driven, you're smart, you're capable, and you embody the operational excellence of our Navy. You're tough. You did this, brought this with your shipbuilding teammates to life in a COVID environment. No small feat. You had a sail around that wasn't normal, and it's a tough sail around even in a non-COVID environment. You epitomize everything that's good about our Navy. Recently we had a tragic fire on the Bonhomme Richard. But the the heroes of that fire, the sailors of the waterfront in San Diego, you represent them here today. And I'll quote our CNO. He said, "The competency, the fearlessness, the resiliency, and the confidence displayed by those sailors exhibits our Navy culture," and I could not agree more. That's the Navy culture I know, and it's built on toughness and winning and excellence. This ship and this crew. This ship is lethal, it's agile, it's ready to fight, and you better know how, and I'm sure you will. There's naysayers about littoral combat ships, but we're beyond that. These ships have proven their operational capability in our area of responsibility. These ships will be key to keeping that gateway of freedom open. And make no mistake about it, that gateway is under assault by a variety of vicious threats. Nation states that don't see democracy as a value, external state actors, violent extremists, terrorists, transnational criminal organizations all see something other than democracy as their future. But that's not the future that we will ensure. Security, prosperity, and freedom, they go together like three legs of a platform. And our military, working with like-minded partners and allies, ensures that security. And you are on the front line of ensuring that that gateway stays open. In this hemisphere, this freedom hemisphere, it's no stranger to those vicious threats. Venezuela is but one example. Last year, twice we sailed the United States naval ship Comfort in support of our nations in this hemisphere. We sailed an international team under Don's leadership. It was a team of teams, and we brought comfort. We showed that sailors at their best are ambassadors with an outstretched hand of freedom and reassurance. Had the opportunity to go on Comfort on several occasions and was struck on many, many occasions about the impact of one life saved at a time. I remember a mother with two 7-year-old boys. She was from Venezuela. She had walked into Colombia. I remember the boys it was their first time visiting a doctor, and they were excited and happy. They saw me in a white uniform. They didn't know what I was doing. I certainly wasn't there handing out ice cream. We were there handing out hope. But the mother knew, and as the tears streamed down her face, I was reassured that we are making a difference together. Just weeks ago, the USS Detroit, a sister ship here of the St. Louis, which is based here in the basin, sailed actively working against another threat, transnational criminal organizations that want to destroy our way of life and our homeland security. Detroit had a successful patrol, launching helicopters, conducting lethal operations, and making a difference and saving lives. It strikes me that we're playing history forward. Detroit and Lucky Lou were off Pearl Harbor on the morning of December 7th, 1941. And here you are again, looking into the future, making a difference together. You've got to be on the field to compete. That's what our Navy's doing every day. They're out there making a difference, winning that competition so we don't ever have to fight. But if we have to fight, we can change that outstretched hand to a closed fist, and we can bring it. And you're the ones to do it. So I've got two tasks here. Two tasks. One is for the crew. For the crew. Be ready. Work tirelessly every day to earn the operational excellence that our Navy is known for. You don't stay number one by thinking about it. You stay number one, and you know this, my fine sailors and families, by working hard through teamwork, commitment, through passion, and through integrity each and every day. That's our Navy culture. That's my charge to you. Be ready. And for everyone else that's connected virtually, our neighborhood of the United States of America, I've got a task for you too. Make a difference. Tell the story of what you're watching and seeing. Tell the story of the difference the United States military makes. Mentor someone. That little boy, those little boys with their mother, we made a difference one person at a time, just like you're making a difference, mentoring, leading, inspiring one person at a time. We have to take action. We have to stay the course to ensure we have the freedom that our nation demands and the world needs. So for all of us, be ready. Estamos listos. What a great day, and thank you to the crew and your families.
Thank you, Admiral Fowler. We are honored to have the Assistant Secretary of the Navy for Energy, Installations, and Environment as our principal speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Charles Williams.
I stand at ease, or even if you want, I don't know if it'd be inappropriate. If they want to go in the shade, that'd be okay, because it's hot out here.
Whatever you like, Secretary.
You guys don't go in the shade, just relax for a couple minutes, or at least relax where you're at. Okay. Thank you for the introduction. Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, Admiral Fowler, Admiral Grabelson, Admiral Moten, distinguished guests, good morning. To the veterans and the shipbuilders, the crew, the family, and friends, thank you for joining us today. It is an honor to represent the Navy and Secretary Brathwaite The USS St. Louis is a littoral combat ship. That gives it a capability to go in more shallow water. That plays to the namesake of the best river port in America, St. Louis. It's known as the Gateway City. It has long supported our nation's veterans and armed forces. Although I live in D.C. now, St. Louis will always be my home. In the mid-'70s, I was stationed here in Jacksonville. In fact, it's where I met my wife 46 years ago. Lori was a high school teacher at Ed White. I still have relatives and friends here, and I always look forward to coming back to Jacksonville. It's a community that loves the Navy, and as a crew, you're going to be pleased to be home ported here. Jacksonville supports 4 commands: Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Naval Submarine Base Kings Bay, Marine Corps Blunt Island, and Naval Station Mayport, and it is this seaport will be gathered today to commission this ship. Together, these operations host more than 43,000 military and civilian personnel and their families. For over 80 years, it's a long time, 80 years, Jacksonville has been proud to host these bases whose operations are crucial to the mission of your Navy and defense of our country. We look forward to many more years of that partnership. On behalf of your Navy, I want to thank all those who worked so hard to make today's event possible. I want to express the Navy's deep appreciation to the Taylor family, Barb and Andy. Much of what they do is anonymous. In fact, I suspect most people here probably don't know a whole lot about the Taylors. But believe me when I say they are the preeminent philanthropic family of the St. Louis community and a donor to Navy causes. The Taylor family has been one of the most engaged sponsors the Navy has worked with. As Barb said in a personal note to me one time, I want this to be the best commissioning ever. She put her energies all in to that end. Her father, General Edwin Broadhurst, and her father-in-law, Jack Taylor, both World War II aviators, would be so proud of your efforts. The Taylor family has been actively involved in every step of the USS St. Louis journey, from the keel laying in 2017 to the christening in 2018 and its commissioning today. They will forever be connected to this ship, its crew, and its history. Being a sponsor is a Navy tradition of great significance. Sponsors of predecessor ships include President Grover Cleveland's wife, Frances, Gladys Bryant Smith, who was in the 1906 class of Mary Institute, Nancy Lee Merrill, 1937 Vail Prophet Queen, who was related to Robert Brookings of the Brookings Institute and heavily involved in the development of Washington University, and Lenore K. Smith, the first woman from Missouri in Congress. I reference these things. For you who are not from St. Louis, they wouldn't resonate with you, but if you're from St. Louis, some of these places I just mentioned are very well-known institutions. To the sponsor and crew, non sibi sed patria, not for self, but for country. These words are inscribed at the Naval Academy, at the chapel, and they refer to sacrifice made on behalf of naval service. Barbara and Andy, thank you for your generosity. I'm proud to share our common interest in the St. Louis community and to be with you today. From Marinette, Wisconsin to Jacksonville, Florida, and beyond, the USS St. Louis is a multi-mission combatant, ready to represent the city of St. Louis throughout its operational life and legacy. The USS St. Louis has been designed to protect and guide our crew to carry forth its slogan, Gateway to Freedom. Today we commission the USS St. Louis, and we challenge the new littoral combat ship and her crew with continuing the distinguished legacy of past vessels that have had the honor to bear our hometown's name. This will be the 7th ship named USS St. Louis. Its predecessors participated in the Civil War, the Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II, Korea, and the Vietnam War. The 7th USS St. Louis will undoubtedly follow the legacies of her predecessors. She will be able to leverage the unique and advanced capabilities of the Freedom-class littoral combat ships. That includes cyber upgrades, flight decks that support integrated helicopter launches, and the ability to dispatch and reclaim Special Forces operations. She will boldly go forth to complete her primary mission of countering submarines, surface ships, and mines on the high seas and the littorals to protect U.S. interests. She will honorably bear the name of the city of St. Louis, defending the strategic interests of the United States and our allies across the globe. To the sailors, go make your own history, but never forget the significance of those who have gone before you, the strategic missions that you've been trusted to support, and the legacy that you and this ship will carry on from this day forward. I know you will make St. Louisans and all Americans proud. Thank you to everyone who made today possible. We are blessed to celebrate this timeless tradition and witness the continuing legacy of both the city of St. Louis and the United States Navy. Captain, I hope you will correspond with Mrs. Taylor from time to time and tell her of the great accomplishments that your ship is performing. As you go on harm's way, we're counting on you and your crew. Fair winds, following seas, Godspeed. And if I could, those are my prepared remarks. Let me just make one comment, if I could, to the crew. We care. The Navy leadership, families, we care about you. We've provided you the best equipment that we can provide. We want you to be successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary Williams. Sir, I'd be honored if you place St. Louis in commission.
On behalf of the President of the United States and for the Secretary of the Navy, I hereby place United States St. Louis in commission. May God bless and guide this warship and all who sail in her.
Executive Officer, hoist the colors and commission pennant. Aye, sir. Ship's company, attention. The commission pennant in professional national navies began to take form late in the 17th century All ships at that time were sailing ships, and it was often difficult to tell a naval ship from a merchant. Navies began to adopt long, narrow pennants to be flown by their ships on the main mast to distinguish themselves from merchant ships. The commissioned pennant will fly continuously until a ship is decommissioned. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. I direct your attention to the ship's mast as we hoist the colors and commissioned pennant. Quartermaster, hoist the colors and the commissioned pennant.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain, the colors and commissioned pennant is flying proudly over USS St. Louis.
Very well. I will now read my orders. From Commander, Navy Personnel Command, to Commander Kevin Hagan, United States Navy. When directed by reporting senior, report to pre-commissioning unit, St. Louis, and upon commission, report to USS St. Louis as commanding officer. Admiral Fowler, United States ship St. Louis is in commission and I am in command.
Very well.
Executive officer, set the watch.
Aye, sir. Officer of the deck, set the first watch.
Aye, aye, sir.
The officer of the deck is the commanding officer's direct representative, and while on watch is responsible for the safe operation of the ship and crew. The long glass is the traditional symbol of an officer of the deck's authority in a ship of the line. We are honored to have Fireman Second Class Charles Probst, crew member from the 5th USS St. Louis, the Lucky Lou, serve as our ceremonial long glass presenter. Dr. Probst could not be here today, but has a few words to share with us.
I'm Dr. Charlie H. Probst, and I thank you for the opportunity to speak at the USS St. Louis LCS 19 Commission. On behalf of the U.S. St. Louis CL-49 officers and crew, I accept. I was 17 years old when I enlisted and had just turned 18 when assigned to the USS St. Louis CL-49. At this point, my teenage years were over. I was assigned to the M Division and served in the after engine room. It was there I served, lived, and matured among the most amazing group of people I had ever known, nor to this day known any group that equal the attributes possessed by my shipmates. They helped give me a life vision that can best be described from Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. I am forever indebted to my shipmates who met my every maturing need. May the current shipmates and those to come be one another what mine have been to me. It is the crew, not the ship. Thank you for the opportunity to speak for my 3,000 plus shipmates at this event. We are pleased to have Mr. Andrew Taylor here with us today
to pass the long glass on Dr. Prost's behalf. Mr. Taylor's father, Jack, was a decorated World War II aviator who flew the F-6F Hellcat in the Pacific from USS Essex and the USS Enterprise. Andrew will pass the long glass to our first officer of the deck, Lieutenant Lindsey Bogan II from Tallahassee, Florida. The petty officer of the watch is Mineman First Class Sean Huddleston from Scottsbluff, Nebraska. The messenger of the watch is Operations Specialist Second Class Penny Hilson from Orlando, Florida. And the bosun mate of the watch is Chief Bosun's Mate Mark Brandt from St. Bernard Parish, Louisiana.
Set the watch. On deck, Section 1.
Sir, the watch is set.
Very well. Captain, the watch is set.
Very well. I would like to invite our ship sponsor, Mrs. Barbara Broadhurst Taylor, to come up to the podium and bring the ship to life.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Secretary Williams, our hometown boy, Rear Admiral Lowton, Commander Hagan, officers and crew of the USS St. Louis, and distinguished guests for being here with us today. This is a very exciting day. Not only are we celebrating the commission, not only are we celebrating, should I do here? Not only, should I go underneath? Yep. Can we start? All right, is that better? No.
I think he's turning it on, ma'am.
Should I just go ahead? There we go. There we go. Thank you. So this is a very exciting day. Not only are we celebrating the commissioning of our magnificent ship, USS St. Louis, LCS 19, into the Navy, but today, August the 8th, 2020, my husband Andy and I are celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. I have to confess that I do not remember how we celebrated every anniversary, but I guarantee you I will remember this day, and it will be a memory that I will treasure for the rest of my life. And speaking of life, just like my wedding vows, I am dedicated to our ship and her crew until death do us part. Andy and I have been very fortunate to have had some extraordinary experiences together. One of those special moments occurred on a trip to Washington, D.C., when then Secretary of the Navy, Ray Mabus, called me and asked me to be the sponsor of the future USS St. Louis. I said yes to Secretary Mabus as fast as I said yes to Andy's marriage proposal. I want to thank Andy for being his wonderful self, and I want to thank Ray Mabus for opening the door to one of the greatest honors of my life. It was impossible to predict the daunting challenges and detours the year 2020 would bring. And while concerns over COVID-19 have altered the traditional events and ceremony of this week, it does not lessen in any way the great significance of this historic day. Our flexible and resourceful commissioning committee has deftly pivoted from our original plans in Pensacola to find fresh and creative ways to demonstrate how deeply we value and appreciate you. While the world was thinking about COVID-19, we were thinking about LCS-19. And I can promise you, when the time is right, we are going to have, excuse me, we are going to have one heck of a party. But at this moment, as USS St. Louis is commissioned and begins her peacekeeping mission, our tribute is simple, honest, and straight from the heart. We have much to celebrate on this landmark day. First and foremost, we salute the men and women of USS St. Louis who are role models for our times. In St. Louis, our newly refurbished Soldiers Memorial not only chronicles the accomplishments of our military heroes, it also enshrines the values that they live by: courage, loyalty, sacrifice, vision. I've had the great privilege of meeting many of you in Marionette, St. Louis, and Norfolk, and these qualities come shining through. You inspire us to be better people. You make us feel proud, and you give us hope and confidence in our future. We cannot honor our crew without putting their families front and center. The spouses, partners, parents, brothers, sisters, children, and those friends of our sailors who comprise a support system that makes your accomplishments possible. My dad and father-in-law were highly decorated World War II military pilots, and I know firsthand how fully your loved ones immerse in each mission, and how they provide a supportive, emotional anchor through lonely absences and the daily highs and lows. Your families are the unsung heroes who deserve our most sincere gratitude. When I look at our magnificent ship, USS St. Louis, I am awed by her beauty, technology, speed, and versatility. We congratulate the Navy, Lockheed Martin, Fincantieri, and all the companies that helped build and equip LCS-19, one of the fastest ships to ever sail. May she be a safe and comfortable home at sea as you work together to keep us safe and fulfill her motto, Gateway to Freedom. And finally, a heartfelt thank you to the people of St. Louis who have embraced the crew as their own and who have made generous contributions of their time and resources to demonstrate friendship and appreciation. They are rightfully proud of USS St. Louis, LCS-19, the 7th ship to bear the name of our beloved hometown. And we are very grateful to our adopted sister city of Mayport for her warm hospitality and enthusiastic support in serving as our host for today's commissioning. Yes, there is much to celebrate, and I am so proud and honored to be your sponsor. Today's commissioning is another major milestone that we have shared together in the life cycle of USS St. Louis, and we will have many more times together in the years to come. As with my marriage, I am committed to you for life, and we will celebrate this commissioning with real fanfare with you and your families when it is safe to do so. You are a part of my family now, and I shall sail with you on each mission. Follow your progress with pride. Track you at sea on my iPad. Pray for your health and safety, and wish each of you great adventure, personal fulfillment, enduring happiness, and all the best that life has to offer. And now, it is my great honor to issue the call to action and the command you have all longed to hear. Commander Hagen, officers and crew of the USS St. Louis, man our ship and bring her to life. Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, the crew of USS St. Louis salute you. We are proud to serve in America's Navy. St. Louis, ready, to. Will the guests please be seated? Captain, USS St. Louis is manned and ready.
Very well. Commodore Miller, USS St. Louis is manned and ready and reports for duty.
Very well.
Admiral Fowler, request permission to break your flag.
Break my flag.
Aye, sir. Executive Officer, break the flag of Commander, United States Southern Command.
Aye, sir. Quartermaster, break the Commander, United States Southern Command.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain, the flag of the Commander, United States Southern Command is flying proudly over USS St. Louis.
Very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Kevin Hagan, United States Navy, Commanding Officer, USS St. Louis.
Admiral Fowler, Secretary Williams, Mrs. Taylor, Mr. Taylor, Admiral Moten, Admiral Gaberson, Commodore Miller, Captain Canfield, guests and the officers of the crew of the newest ship in this great Navy. Thank you for being here on this most important and unprecedented day. After all the hard work getting her ready to sail since she was christened in 2018, we can now officially call this great ship USS St. Louis. Admiral Fowler, Secretary Williams, Barbara and Andy, we're extremely honored with your presence here today, especially with the difficulty in traveling at this time. Barbara, this isn't quite what we envisioned when we met back in January, is it? Throughout the entire process, you have operated with one vision for this ship, to always do what is best for her crew and their families. You have set a new standard of what it means to be a ship sponsor. The generosity and hospitality that you and Andy have showed to this great crew has been nothing short of extraordinary. I know this isn't quite the commissioning week you envisioned, but your presence here today is greatly appreciated. I know I speak for the entire crew when I say that we are extremely grateful that you were able to be here. The planning for an event such as this is only possible because of the dedication of those who volunteer their time and talents to support our commissioning committee. I know that the committee and support team could not have imagined circumstances that surrounded this event, but their flexibility and drive to conduct this ceremony have allowed us to all be here today. And because of those circumstances, they are unable to attend this event that they worked so hard to make happen. So from here in Mayport to the committee back in St. Louis, thank you. But this day has really been made possible by the sailors of the Blue and Gold Cruise, who are the lifeblood of this, the Navy's newest warship. The crew gives the ship its character, makes it a living entity, rather than just steel, aluminum, cabling, paint. The men and women of USS St. Louis exemplify toughness and resilience, and the spirit that has signified the legacy of the now 7 ships to carry the name of the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. None of the previous 6 ships have demonstrated that spirit better than the Lucky Lou. And I know we've discussed the Lucky Lou a couple times here today, but there is one specific episode of their time in World War II that I believe captures the spirit. So operating around the Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, and the Philippines, she survived a torpedo attack that twisted her bow, a dive bomber attack that killed over 20 sailors, and multiple battles with Japanese ships and aircraft, all with minimal casualties and only short periods of time out of service due to repairs. On November 27th, 1944, she encountered a kamikaze attack off Leyte. The first struck her port quarter killing or wounding all 20 millimeter gunners at Mounts 7, 8, 9, and 10. A second headed towards a port beam and missed due to the timely actions of the Lucky Lou's bridge team. 15 minutes later, a third and fourth attacked on the port side, with one striking, destroying armor plating and tearing holes in St. Louis's port side. With a list to port, she then barely avoided an attack by enemy torpedo bombers. Nevertheless, within 1 hour, the list was corrected. All major fires were out, and the wounded were being cared for. Despite 2 direct kamikaze hits, the Lucky Lou continued sailing, losing only 15 men in that attack. She continued to serve until and after the end of the war. That is the resilience and toughness ingrained in the legacy of the USS St. Louis, and that this crew carries with it today. We must always be ready to take our ship into harm's way. You can be sure that this crew and this ship will fight with the spirit of the Lucky Lou if and when the time comes to call her to action. As I was writing the speech, I went online to watch a few other speeches from recent ship commissioning ceremonies, and it struck me that while we are fortunate to be able to conduct a commissioning ceremony, we are missing a crucial element, and that makes these events truly special, and that's the families and friends of these hardworking sailors. So I want to extend a special thanks to those families and friends of the crew of the USS St. Louis. Our families are the ones that provide the necessary support and love that allows our crew to serve this nation day in and day out. This ceremony is as much for them as it is for our crew, and I truly thank you all for everything you do. To my wife, Lindsay, I want to specifically thank you for all the support you have provided me during my naval career. You've always been an amazing source of strength and love through all the ups and downs. Thank you, and I love you. To my children, Josephine, Patrick, and Alexander, who are watching this at home, I wish you could be here to celebrate with us, although I'm not sure how well that would have gone in this heat. I love you all very much. And then finally, to my mom and dad, Sue and Don, I would not be where I am today without your love and support and the guidance you provided in raising me. Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. May God bless you, the United States Navy, and the United States of America.
Ship's company, attention. Please rise and remain standing for the benediction, which will be offered by Chaplain Spurlock.
Let us pray. Eternal God, as this ship enters a rich heritage and lasting legacy, may her command and crew keep faith and preserve honor with those who have shared the namesake of St. Louis and the people of that great city. I pray you would guide them and keep them with your divine providence as they begin this new chapter in history. And through the uncertainty of tomorrow and the continual sacrifices they will place upon the altar of freedom, help those who call and sail aboard the USS St. Louis lay hold upon the hope that is set before them, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast. As the city of St. Louis provided a gateway to the west, may all those who sail upon this great vessel provide a gateway to freedom for our nation and a potent power for peace in our world. Now to the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Spurlock. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for the departure of our platform guest. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. We invite our home audience to remain online and enjoy congratulatory messages from key supporters of the ship and our crew. We thank you for your support of our Navy and our great nation. St. Louis, fall out.
Sailors of the new USS St. Louis, you have a ship to be proud of with a name like that. I served aboard the USS St. Louis CL-49 for over 4 years, traveling over half a million miles and firing 38,000 rounds of ammunition. I'm back home again. I'm only a kid. I passed my 100th birthday some time ago. Smooth sailing, fellas, and enjoy your life in the Navy. Bye-bye.
On behalf of the Freedom Variant Littoral Combat Shipbuilding Team, congratulations. I'm Joe DiPietro, Vice President and General Manager of Lockheed Martin Small Combatants and Ship Systems, and I'm here today in Marinette, Wisconsin, where St. Louis and her sister ships were constructed. Every day, our team comes in here and works tirelessly to deliver this critical capability to our fleet. And we are proud to have the crews of LCS-19 representing Team Freedom around the world. LCS is a capable platform, able to conduct today's missions, whether they be focused or multi-mission, and capable to be upgraded to integrate new capabilities for our future fleet. Lockheed Martin, Fincantieri, Marinette Marine, Gibbs & Cox, and over 800 suppliers around the U.S. are proud to build this capable ship for our U.S. Navy. Again, congratulations on the commissioning. We wish you fair winds and following seas.
Hi, I'm Senator Roy Blunt from Missouri. In 2018, I was honored to be at the christening of the USS St. Louis. I will tell you the side launching was quite a sight. Congratulations to the crew of the USS St. Louis, to Commander Kevin Hagan, and the best sponsor a ship could possibly have, Barbara Taylor, on this big day. This ship is a powerful representation of the enduring connection between St. Louis and the United States Navy. This is a proud moment for St. Louis. It's a proud moment for Missouri. It's a proud moment for the people of the United States as the USS St. Louis joins our elite naval forces.
To the men and women of the USS St. Louis, congratulations on the successful commissioning of our nation's newest Freedom-class combat ship. How fitting is it that your ship is named for St. Louis, the gateway to the West? Because here again, we find ourselves on the brink of uncharted territory. Our nation is entering a period of renewed great power competition. We've experienced this sort of competition before, but never have we faced such a capable adversary as we face in China today. And on the decades ahead, America's future will be decided by brave sailors like yourselves, operating some of the most advanced warships the world has ever seen, like the USS St. Louis. Your service will shield Americans from foreign threats and will ensure that our nation, our people, can continue to live with security and prosperity and dignity. So on behalf of the whole state of Missouri, I want to wish you congratulations on this historic occasion. Thank you for your service, and Godspeed.
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Ann Wagner, and thank you for having me today to help celebrate this auspicious occasion for the Navy. I wish I could be there in person, but I am so proud that the USS St. Louis bears the name of our great region. To me, St. Louis represents honor, courage, and commitment, and I know that the USS St. Louis and its crew will embody these values. I wish the crew a hearty congratulations on this commissioning, and I have much gratitude for all your hard work, especially during these challenging times. I would also like to thank the remarkable Barbara Taylor for serving as the ship's sponsor. I did hear that the ship flew the flags of the St. Louis Blues and Cardinals during its voyage from Wisconsin to Florida, and I urge you to keep these flags flying high as you move on to fulfill your anti-submarine, strike, surface, and mine countermeasures and missions. We depend on this fine crew and advanced warships like the USS St. Louis to keep Americans safe and protect our partners and allies in the Indo-Pacific and across the globe. Thank you for your service. Be safe and anchors away.
I'm Lyda Cruson, Mayor of the City of St. Louis. And on behalf of the citizens of St. Louis and Missourians everywhere, I would like to express my heartfelt congratulations to Commander Hagen and his phenomenal crew on the commissioning of USS St. Louis, the 7th ship to bear the name. These are challenging times for all of us, and I regret that I cannot be there with you to celebrate in person. It is a profound honor that your ship will carry the name of our great city throughout the oceans of the world. I commend each and every one of you for the hard work and dedication that it took to achieve this significant milestone, and I'm confident in your ability to contribute to the vital missions of the United States Navy. You are truly America's best and brightest. Standing on the shoulders of the many St. Louis sailors that have gone before, you will set the standard for this great ship that will chart her course for many years to come. I know that the ship will travel many miles throughout her service life, and that she will represent St. Louis and our nation with honor, courage, and integrity. A proud emissary of our national strength and a true reflection of the American values that we hold so dear. You are about to embark on a great adventure. May fair winds and following seas guide you on all of your journeys. Please know that you will always be welcome in our great city. May God speed you safely home.